Welcome back to another video. So if y'all have been paying attention at all to my channel, I have been talking up Chirp Wireless, the whole project for several months now. I got a Chirp Blackbird Miner a while back, and a couple of months back, I started with the Chirp Kage app available on Android phones. Well, we got a drop today, and we're going to discuss what that drop was, how much it is, and how often these drops going to happen. Stay tuned. So before we get too deep into this, just a reminder, I own majority of the tokens that we talk about. On Mondays, I do a video of all the projects I'm in, and I own basically all the ones I'm talking about because I go over how much I make each day. Chirp's another one. I own a lot of Chirp. We're going to discuss that, what I'm doing with those Chirp tokens when I do get them dropped like today, and what kind of my future plans are with them. But just remember, the tokens I talk about in my channels, I own them, and I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And that's it. So I can't tell you exactly when, but when I'm ready to sell, I'm going to sell. Just my little disclaimer. As we start talking about this, if you get interested in Chirp Kage and you have a Android phone, it's only available on Android, please use my code right here. This code will get you started with 25,000 free data chips to get a drop or airdrop for your efforts and what you've done, what you've scanned with this project. With Chirp Kage, you have to be at least rank 5,000. I'm here to tell you, we are just starting Epoch 3, and if you just give this a little bit of effort, trust me, you will be over rank 5,000. At least that's how they did it for rank, for the second epoch. So let's go start looking a little deep into this. So to try to keep this video relatively short, I know it's impossible for me because I try to give y'all so much information, and I try to put chapters in there so y'all can skip around, but I don't want to leave stuff out. So my videos tend to be a little bit long, and I like to talk. Nobody talks to me at my house, so I can talk to y'all all I want. I'm just joking. But anyway, so Chirp Kage. I'm not going to go in big detail about it. I have several videos about Chirp Kage. If y'all followed any of my videos, my shorts, I went to LSU graduation. My niece graduated from LSU after 4 years. And while I was in that auditorium with a lot of people, it's the Pete Maravich basketball, LSU basketball auditorium. If y'all familiar with LSU basketball. And I ran Chirp Kage. Chirp Kage couldn't keep up with the amount of Bluetooths and Wi-Fi's in there. Went to my son's graduation, ran the same thing. I did shorts and little videos on me running it during Mardi Gras here in New Orleans. Super Bowl was here in New Orleans and Mardi Gras. French Quarter Fest was here in New Orleans. I drive downtown New Orleans. That's an hour out of my way from my house. And I cruise around, hang around, sometimes do some work and everything in New Orleans to do Chirp Kage. It's a cool app, fun app. It has some challenges to it. When I'm driving, I drove to my hunting camp over the weekend, 2.5 hours, ran Chirp Kage the whole way. It's a very easy project. If you have an Android phone, you download it. It's a free app. And when you hear the rewards I just made, it might give you just a little incentive. I will say that while I had a good amount of people that signed up at first, towards like the last couple of weeks, nobody's really signed up for this. And I think y'all really missed the boat on this one. Again, nothing in my videos is financial advice, just like the slide says before y'all start watching this, because we don't know what the next rewards are going to be like. But for a free app, I did better in this one than I did in majority of my other projects. Majority, not all of them, but majority of my other projects. And it's going to be interesting to see when I do my Monday videos, when I go over all these projects, and I put what my daily rewards are on here. I think some of y'all going to be rather surprised. So here we see where Chirp is letting everybody know that round 3 is now live. Again, I'm not going to go into full details with this, but I got plenty of videos. But you can actually see where it says the top reward from last round was 7,900 Chirp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, this was wrong. It was higher than this. They made this slide, but right now, Chirp token, because people have to buy the DC, which is Chirp, to be able to get some Chirp out of these rewards, the price is going up some. So I want you to look at this. This is just today's chart alone. Just today, this token has gone up 65%. So yes, when they made that slide, in this token was down here, that person probably made $400 something. This token was at 8.5 cents at one point, from 4.5 to 8.5 cents. Want to know what that person really made? Let me move my fat head over. Can y'all see this down here? That person really made $600 on a free app. So I got around, can't remember earlier today, but I got around 5,800 Chirp from running this app. I was ranked about 79, 80, somewhere around there. And I got $460 worth of Chirp for running a free app. Do I have y'all's attention now? I'm going to say this again, for a free app. Here's the code if y'all need it. Android phones. You run it and you just let it run. While I'm sitting here, I'm just letting it run. Don't look at my Android phone. It got cracked when I was trying to do a scan. It don't have a case on it, so it's cracked to hell. But guess what? It works. But I'm just sitting here right now and just scanning. You know what I do? When I get home from work, I leave it on my front porch. So all these cars that go by my house, or people putting new Wi-Fi's up, or Bluetooth TVs and stuff, I'm scanning that. I run this thing constantly. When I'm in my vehicle, I get to work, I park closer to the highway, leave this on my dashboard as long as it don't get too hot. And I'm scanning at 8 o'clock in the morning, rush hour traffic, all these vehicles that go by. What am I losing out of it? Now, some people cry today because there's always a catch. Some of this is because, just like the same thing Wingbits is about to do, same thing, some of these other projects do, you can't get 100% of your dropout right this minute. They want you to kind of, tear it down. And I don't see an issue with that because there's a lot of projects. This is to prevent dumping. So you have the positive action that you just saw on this page right here, and not the opposite happen. It's not the end of the world. So somebody asked about my Blackbird Miner. How's my Blackbird Miner doing? For those who remember, Tech Hustler, I won a Blackbird Miner through his contest on X. I'm forever grateful to him, forever in his debt, because I wanted a Blackbird Miner bad. I wanted to be early on this Chirp project. I've been telling y'all about it. I had been following Chirp Discord since before Wingbits, before that scam project DFly. I was in Chirp before those two projects. They came along a little bit slower. I don't agree with how that they're trying to sell these Blackbird Miners right now with the NFTs, because people can just buy NFTs and then they turn around, flip them for an additional $400 with nothing to lose. Where if they were selling actually miners and not NFTs, then somebody who wanted to scalp people would have to buy the miner, get the miner in, and then turn around and sell it. The NFT thing's done. It was okay when it was the first time, but anyway, I digress. So I'm making 152 tokens about every epoch, which is about a day and a half. So you could say about a day and a half. So what am I making in the day and a half with the Blackbird Miner? $12 every day and a half. Do the math, $6 a day, maybe more or less, $6, $7 a day. Still very good for a lot of these projects we're in. Now, the Chirp Blackbird isn't cheap. I'm not trying to say it is, but with this price increase, if somehow it can keep going as we go into this bull market, it could do very well. Chirp Blackbird is, last I knew, was $850. Chirp Kage, for you to participate, is free. So if you go to docs.chirptoken.io, you can see the docs page. You can go over here to wallets and rewards, Kage, wallet and rewards claim, and it walks you through going through, you should already have a wallet, Sui wallet added. That's a Sui wallet, not Phantom, not these other ones. Now, I think Phantom might do Sui, but I have a Suet wallet. So I'm going to talk about Suet. I have a Suet wallet that's been attached to Chirp since I started mining this some time ago. You have to have some data credits. There's a link on how like when you try to do this, how to buy a little bit of data credits to get this done. And that's what's helping the price go up. So this is the part that people are all hemmed up about. And again, this is, I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just saying that people need to calm down, take a deep breath, because this is not the only project doing it. So here we go. Be aware your rewards are subject to a time-based locking mechanism. When rewards are first distributed, they are fully locked, but are still available for early withdrawal with a penalty applied. Penalty decreases over time. Immediately after distribution, you have a 60% penalty, 40% available. After 1 month, it reduces to 40%, 60, then 26.74, and after 3 epochs or 43 months or 45 epochs, the penalty is removed, allowing you to withdraw 100. So understand, the longer you wait, I know, and I've said this like in 3 videos that I've made in the last 2 days. It seems like people are just in this crazy rush to sell. Like they think the project, everything's still tanking. And I understand there are some projects out there that if you don't hurry up and sell, the price is dropping like crazy. Not financial advice. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I just don't see it with this project, but that's on you. If you want to take a penalty and already lose 60 or 40% of these tokens, whatever it is, that's just crazy. But you do you. You do you. What did I do? I had all this SUI in this chirp already in my SUI wallet. So what I did was I went and staked. So what I wanted to show y'all, I go back to the Chirp page. This is the app.chirpwireless.io. You start right here. You can start here, go to claim, whatever way you want to do it. But you can do your max without penalty, which is what I took out earlier. Or if you just want to take it and say, screw it, I want all this stuff now while the price is up, you can hit max. It is going to try to give you all your tokens and show you what your penalty. Now you're going to lose, like in my case, I'm going to lose $4,000. That's half of it. I wouldn't do that. There's just no way. So that means I'm only getting 5,000 out of my 10,000. Now I'm sure you can like adjust this if you want to adjust this like that, so you don't get whatever. Once you claim it, you can also go and stake it. So on the side tab is a wallet page. And again, you can see staking and you can see the details. And just today alone, since I did this earlier, which is probably hasn't even been 12 hours yet, I've made 4 chirp. What's 4 chirp right now? 4 chirp's 32 cents. Less than 12 hours. Together, it's going to be about 64, 70 cents an hour, a day. That's more than I'm making half these projects I'm in right now. Just from staking. The staking right now is like the 60-something% staking. It is like absolutely crazy. So you do 180 days, and I guess it's not going to tell me because I don't have anything in here. But I'm telling you, the staking was like stupid. It was completely stupid. 60-something% staking for 180 days. I think we're going to be peak bull market in 6 months. Bull market hasn't even started yet. You do you, but it's hard to pass up 60% staking. I'm staking 5,000, what is it, 5,900, which is $400 worth as of right now of this, of chirp tokens. I should be getting like almost 200 back if I'm not. Interest ends, right? So when this ends on 11/16, somewhere early I saw where it's late in the day, and I apologize, but again, you get 60% staking. So do the math. It's crazy. It's stupid. If you have this many chirp, again, I'm not selling this anytime soon. Y'all know me. A majority of these projects, almost all these projects I've been, I have not sold anything. It's just we're not in that bull market yet. I will be selling. Told y'all before, my excess wallet went down 90% in the last bull run to bear market. I'm not watching that again. But I'm also not selling this early And look, y'all know, if y'all follow my videos, I got some issues going on right now that all this money could help. But it's also just a good financial, not financial advice, but well, you can stake it and get another $200 something out of this. If that's what this is, that's crazy. And again, as my claimable balance continues to become available, I'm just going to stake it more. Eventually, I want to stake this whole 10,000 into here, 62%. So that means I'm making 400. If these prices, we're just going to use these prices, and I hope I'm not confusing y'all, making this too long. But I'm just trying to get to y'all that this is free money. Like, this came from a free. Well, some of this came from a free app. And you're looking at this and you're saying 10,000 plus another 500. That's like 16,000, almost 17,000. No, I had it right the first time. 16,000 tokens, which is $1,200. And at 60%, if I'm figuring this out right, I'm gonna be getting like $600 and $700 more in rewards for staking this. Do y'all get that now? So again, I know I spent a little bit too much time on the staking, but the staking, when I listen, I'll be honest with y'all. People know that I knew that this Chirp thing was coming up. I told y'all Monday this Chirp reward thing was coming today. What they have said in the past is like now, like every 10 days, we should be getting rewards. I got to see that to believe that. It wasn't supposed to take this long, but I'm going to still run this thing constantly. This poor Android phone don't turn off. Even when it's charging, when I'm sleeping, it's charging and scanning. They want you to scan. They want you to scan constantly. Some of the contests they got to give you bonuses is like 9-hour straight scans. Run a 9-hour straight scan for an additional 30,000 tokens or data chips. And then you rank, and then you get it. Try it out. Just try it out. Use my code. Get your 25,000 free. And what you got to lose? That's on y'all. All right, so I found a post I made earlier when I could see the numbers of what Chirp was showing me. So from what it says is, I staked 5,900 Chirp at 60% APR. And it was a little more than that. It was like 61, 62, but I put 60 in my post. They're saying they would give me 3,600 Chirp at the end of 6 months. If the price is stable, that will be another $280 just for staking. And that's not including me putting additional in. Again, I know I'm beating this dead horse, but I'm trying to just tell people, in my opinion, not financial advice, what a great opportunity that is. Again, you have an Android phone, try Chirp, try it out. You know it's paying out now. Yes, it's going to be tiered as an unlock, but, a month or two or whatever it is, you'll get it all anyway. Try it out. Especially for people who had to go through all the gimmick for the other one. And I know I'm talking too long, and I'm going to close this video out, but I'm just going to say, I think the biggest picture right now that a lot of us are missing, these are exciting times. This is what we have been waiting for. And I've been talking about in my videos for like the last year, almost 2 years now, when we're going over those projects on Mondays, and like I had 2 or 3 in mainnet and all the rest of them were in testnet, weren't paying. And we have so many big things happening right now all at once. We got the Chirp Blackbird, we got the CHIRP Kage that we know is paying. We didn't know what was going to happen with it, how much we can get paid. They told us don't get excited. I got paid $400 and something today, plus the staking. We got Entropy releasing their new Entropy A project, which is, it was Entropy 0, now it's Entropy A, with an Entropy Ashlar miner. That it's a simple miner you can buy. And we're mining right now like $10 to $11 a day. If people would quit selling, probably almost $12, $13 a day. I just released a video. Yeah, by the time y'all see this video, I recorded 2 videos tonight. This video should air Wednesday morning. Last night, I did a video on the Entropy A. But we also got Wingbits going on with, they announced that they're going to mainnet in August, end of August. That's a hard date, contract date. They have the WB200s, WB300s, and we just have a lot of stuff going on at one time. And this is the stuff that a lot of us in Depin have been waiting for. I got people telling me I missed out on Rover. They're doing very well with the Rover project. We talk about that on my Thursday lives. Y'all can check out my Thursday lives on YouTube, 7 p.m. Central Time. And you like to rub it in my face? Hey, I can't get into every project. Can't afford to get in every project. You know, my YouTube videos y'all are watching makes me like $2.50. So by the time it adds up over the month, you know, and I just end up buying stuff to put back in my YouTube channel and different things like that. We're into GeoNet. GeoNet's a huge project right now. Anacoy is coming up. You got, we're actually doing pretty well right now with Irwin. Irwin at one time was burning every box and you couldn't get into anything. You couldn't make anything. There's 4 or 5 boxes being opened a day right now. And you might get 2 that are burned in a row. And then you get 2 or 3 that's opened. So, you know, you got that. Hey, 375 AI, we're hoping, you know, comes around. If they're still in testnet. Junkcoin has got NFTs going on sale soon. They got booster NFTs going on sale soon. And we're making, if you don't even boost or anything, $1 a day. It's my 4th best project out of 14 projects I'm in right now. That's just the ESP32 device. You know, I know they got Wayru that went. Some people aren't happy with Wayru. Grass should be doing another drop at some point. Look, we have a lot of stuff going on. It's hard to keep up with, but this is what we've been waiting for. Y'all and me, and I keep saying, we have been waiting our time for this. We had to get through the riffraff, the scam projects, the projects that tried to lie on us when we all called them out, like DFly and stuff. We tried calling them out and we got slammed for it. And we were right at the end. Grumpy's favorite rule, number 1, I told you so. And look where they're at. They're gone now. They got probably some reiteration somewhere. They're still telling us how wrong we were and how Wingbits and Chirp and all this stuff, all this negativity stuff. And look who's paying out now. We stuck through thick and thin, blood, sweat, and tears, sweating, putting up stations, doing the stuff that we're doing with all these projects, and we're benefiting from it now. That's all I want to say about that. I appreciate all the support that y'all have given me over these 2-3 years that I've been doing this now. Just hit 30,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Please make sure you like this video. Help Chirp out. Spread this word about CHIRP Kage and stuff like that. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And again, if you have an Android phone, not financial advice, but try this. Just try this project out right here. Y'all just saw what I made in, you know, I don't know how many weeks this last epoch was. It might have been, what, 2-3 months, maybe something like that. I don't know. But again, 400 something bucks. You know, it worked out. So I'm gonna figure out exactly when I got into this project. I'm gonna update that on the Monday video, and y'all be able to see that for sure. But just wanted to get this video out to let you know that it did pay out. The staking's great. Join it. It's still free. Join these other projects, and that's it. See y'all later. Have a good night.